Hi, I'm Robin and I'm an application engineer at Materialise. Today I will show you how to analyze the model thickness. In this video, we're going to show you how to create a thickness map for your model to do some analysis with, as well as how to export and overlay a color map. This way, you can actually print the model out with a colored map so you can see a visual representation of the thickness values directly on your model. To start, we'll go to the Analyze menu and choose the Create Wall Thickness Analysis. We want to make sure that we choose the right entity and the right value for the maximum wall thickness. Any elements above this maximum value won't be included in your analysis, so if you want to include all the elements, we recommend setting this value relatively high. If you didn't set this high enough in the beginning, you can always update it afterwards. Once this is done calculating, click on the Properties tab to view the results. You can see the minimum and the maximum value that we set. Below that are the 25th percentile value, the median thickness, and the 75th percentile value. And then below that, the mean or average thickness, the standard deviation, and the root mean square value. The average thickness value is a weight calculation, meaning it takes into account the triangle sizes. You can see that there's also a histogram in the tab. This is calculating the 95th or 98th percentile and setting that to the histogram maximum. We are going to change that back up to 10. The element distribution displays the number of elements that are below the minimum value of our histogram range, the elements between the minimum and maximum, and the elements above the maximum. If this last value is 0, you know that you're capturing all of the elements. If you want to see the thickness value of a very specific point, go to the Analyze menu and choose Measure Analysis locally. You can move your cursor around and get values for very specific points. If you'd like to export out this color map and print your model with this overlaid onto your skull, go back to the Analyze menu and choose Segmentation. This tool will bring up some more parameters that you can set. Make sure you select the right entity. If you look at the histogram, you can see that green represents the lower values and red the higher ones. The number of bands is how many different colors you'll be using to represent the different ranges of thickness values. If you increase the number of bands, it looks more like the original thickness map. If you want to increase the range for each individual band, you can drag the sliders. Now just hit apply and let it calculate. What this tool is going to do is to separate out our skull into a separate surface for each of these bands that we selected. You can see that there's a separate surface for each of the bands. If you have a printer that can print these kinds of models, export the model as a ZPR file. Make sure you choose the right entity and that the phase split option is set to by surface.